Hello, this is Peppermint Hobbs and welcome to my YouTube channel. Good time zones, ladies, gentlemen and undecided, this is your co-captain speaking. As we fly over the stunningly tranquil Zootopia, please make sure your seats are in the upright position and that your tray tables are stowed. In case of an emergency, sharks have been provided to help you swim quickly to the shore. We thank you once again for flying Dodo Airlines, your only choice for island travel. Welcome to Zootopia, where everything can and will try to eat you. Now, if you're all set, let's get exploring. I have provided you with a map with the various attractions located throughout the island. There is no true path, however, if you decide to walk the wrong way, there will be severe repercussions. For those who aren't aware, there are 42 paper tigers throughout the entire island. Any tigers found inside villager homes, except the treehouse, do not count to your final score. As we wander over the bridge, we see our first main attraction, the cake god himself, David. We will never know what is inside that book he is reading, but scholars have estimated that it is his squat routine that accentuates his great badonkadonk. In case you were rendered blind within the last 50 seconds, you will notice that we have already arrived at the town hall. This provides a nice point for patrons to locate their long-lost children who have wandered too far away, or, in worst cases, a nice reception for any unexpected funerals to take place. As we move right through the Guardian Gates, we enter the Seven Wonders Jungle. People have often speculated why it is called the Seven Wonders Jungle. I merely wonders why they try. Our friendly neighbourhood Flip has taken up residence at the entrance here, and often does guided tours. Unlike this one, there is a lot of unnecessary monkeying around. As we move further left, we can squeeze past Stonehenge and the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and follow the river up north. A lot of people are often pleased to see a family of flamingos, but honestly, I don't know why they won't just flame and go away. As we keep following the river up, we can take the passage under the ruins towards the secret beach. But now you've all seen it, it's not so much a secret anymore. Sorry, Red. A slight bit of backtracking now as we hop over the river to the campgrounds. This is where a lot of our fellow friends and enemies decide to pop in for a short stay. They soon realise the dangers here on Zootopia and wisely do not leave their tent. Truly a blessing and a curse. As we sneak through the underbush to the beach, we can head up the east side to enjoy a spot of painting. If that's not something you're interested in, let me know when you figure out something else to pass the time that doesn't want to eat you. By now we've been walking for a little while, so let's take a break. A 5, 6, 7, 8. As we head south down the path, please make sure that you keep all arms, feet, tails, antennae and noses inside the cart. We are passing Drift's house, and unless you have been living under a rock down, you will see the poison warning posted by the house. This is for your own protection, as Drift is a big hugger. Make sure you wave at Wilson on the beach before Tom Hanks emerges from the sea once again to steal him back. We may be on an island, but we ain't no castaways. As we reach the bottom corner of the island, we can take a moment to visit the fish shack. As an employee of the island, I encourage you to make any purchases you like, but as an observer, I will remind you that we are on vacation and all items are priced accordingly. If you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, waiting to start again, the pier is a wonderful place to stare out into the open ocean, dreaming of being somewhere your life is not in imminent danger. As we cross the bridge, we have a quick view of the final attraction we'll be visiting today, Flower Island. It is a special place to visit if you want to be surrounded by a bunch of bugs, flowers, and water for no reason whatsoever. Following the south line of the island now, we see the last few attractions of the Seven Wonders Jungle, including our own little taste of Egypt. Why? In case you are feeling homesick and wanted your mummy. For those feeling especially brave, we offer an overnight stay deep in the jungle. Fortunately, most of the visitors that have chosen this experience return unharmed. Most of them. Returning to the beginning now, we will change into our Calvin outfit. For those who don't know, I stream on Twitch under Peppermint Hobbs, and we talk a lot about Calvin and Hobbes, as well as doing lots of Animal Crossing, as well as tours just like this one. Following the beach trend, we will continue along the southern side of the island into the tiger's den. Keep your loved ones close, cause here is where it starts to get dangerous. Here on Zootopia, we are famous for our tiger conservation. We have our oldest and youngest family members here and make sure that they are given the best facilities possible. Rolf, our oldest white tiger, can often be seen throughout the island enjoying the various points and striking up conversations that you will never be able to escape. Bianca, who resides behind him, is a perfect match as they both just won't shut up. Millennials and boomers, what can I say? Although it is not reserved for them, the young tiger twins Rowan and Tybalt like to have a good beach party and can often be seen getting ready for the night's festivities. Party on, boys. As we pass the waterfall, we get to the Jungle Bai. This is a popular watering hole for all the residents of Zootopia, and a mutual location that we don't all immediately try to eat each other. Unfortunately, the local pirates have claimed this beach and are in the process of burying their treasure, so if you're going to take any, I would do it now rather than later when they return, but if you see any pirates, drop it and run for your life. Our peninsula hosts one of the many seating places featured on the island, perfect for doing absolutely nothing, because we all know predators can't eat you while you're sitting down or taking photos. As we proceed north, to your left you will see the Sea Creature Beach, home to crabs, and sometimes hobos. Best not to wake them, they'll ask you to do things for them and you'll end up like a small Afro-mute in a desert with Shia LaBeouf. One of our two dear residents surprisingly surviving on Zootopia is Lopez, but I guess that smug nature is enough to keep anyone at a distance. If you haven't seen the movie Jaws, I encourage you to take a swim in the water and we can reenact it right now. Unfortunately, your part only lasts a little while as you get chewed to pieces, but every other volunteer has put a lot of emotion and drama into the role that I aspire to. Now I encourage you to follow me down this rabbit hole past the giant mushrooms and trees, as I think it is about time for a spot of tea. But if you're not a tea drinker, we have set up some red paint to finish Alice's job of painting the roses red. Now, before time catches up to us, let's move on with the tour. Like all good games, this island does require a bit of backtracking, so follow me as we return for side B of this mixtape of an island we have on Zootopia. We have reached the entrance to Bo's temple. Those who have had the pleasure of meeting him know he deserves nothing less. The beautiful scenery shows us the old bridge once connecting the treehouse to the rest of the island. Fortunately, there is still some time until the bridge is completely unusable. However, if you are unable to jump, I have another video game starring Chris Pratt that might be of some use. If you are unlucky enough to be devoured while on Zootopia, we do offer a simple funeral plan run by our very own Lucky. It appears he isn't home today, so he might be tending to another poor unfortunate soul. As we cross the bridge, be sure to stay quiet passing through Tiger's Den once again. You do not want to wake a sleeping tiger. Just over the bridge to our right will return us to this town centre, while passing the wonderful Tucker's house, who has helped pave the way through the jungle, as well as being the heavyweight champion of Zootopia's mud wrestling team. The gift shops are just up ahead if you're in the mood for souvenirs for your trip. Other than the bite marks and scratches from general exploring the island, here's a great place to start. This is a common spot for villagers to take a nap or sit down to drink a beverage. Be mindful you don't want to get on their bad side just trying to get past them. As we make our way across the island, you can see Zootopia's main attraction, the Dinosaur Maze. Curated by Blathers and yours truly, this maze features all the fossils found exclusively on Zootopia, with many more to dig up along the way. It often begs the question of what Zootopia used to be, whether it is just a convenient place that a lot of fully formed dinosaurs were able to be preserved, or perhaps a lot of these dinosaurs met their imminent end after terrorizing the population of a theme park created by a rich entrepreneur with dreams of splicing dino and frog DNA, where breeding got out of hand and the once sturdy cages created to hold them were thwarted and the dinosaurs ran around eating and taking over, and the only way to stop them was to annihilate them all at once. But that's all just speculation. As we hop over the gap into the ruins of a once floating castle, we can see the remains of a mystical sentinel. How does it work? Where did it come from? These are all questions we don't know the answer to. As we come into October and ignore the mystical aura freezing us in early March, we can see our beautiful thriving pumpkin patch. Everything you need in preparation for a handsome barista to set up shop and make those wonderful pumpkin spice lattes every white person craves for their Instagram stories. Hidden just north of here is the wonderfully elegant museum, owned and operated by the talented Blathers, any scholar's dream with all the amenities and every exhibition available. before venturing into the maze, we will make our way over the broken bridge to the treehouse manor on the island. But watch your step, you'd hate to fall down the rabbit hole and return to Wonderland. Being up so high gives you that wonderful view over the entire jungle. Let's have a look inside. Our first room is designed by the incredibly talented Kale of Moonstar Island. If you're looking for an island to get you in that spooky mood, don't hesitate to visit. It is one of the best islands I've seen. I will link that in the description. Our room to the left features our first and only bed on Zootopia, so if you've come to visit with more than one person, it might be a bit squishy. If the building moves, that's all part of the moving castle aesthetic. Some of you might recognise this room and some might not. If you didn't get eaten by one of the ferocious animals in the jungle, our north room provides a wonderful library, perfect for playing Cluedo or Clue depending on your localization. You and some friends can play this cute board game and play for real with all 6 real-life weapons scattered throughout the room. Find them before your enemies do. Our east room is the curating room, where Blathers and I conducted our research on the dinos excavated on Zootopia. And if you have little helpers, we have the perfect place for them too, as long as the chairs don't fly away. Our second last room is Zootopia's very own music studio. If you feel like you have to spit some words, do it somewhere else. This is only for good music. I'm kidding, of course. No, music is good. And last but not least is our observatory. At the top of the treehouse, we can gaze up at the stars, and maybe someone with bangs and a venti chai can tell us our future, and why an asparagus like me is affected by mercury in Gatorade. With our treehouse tour complete, we will make our way to the maze, and the challenge of the century will begin. Will you make it to the center, or will you perish trying? This current active dig site is a little taste of the island before it was open to the public. If you pick up your hammers, you will be able to play the bones of this ankylosaurus, but be careful, these spooky scary skeletons might just shiver down your spine. Congratulations, you have made it to the center of the island. This amber was first discovered in the exact center of the island, and it is a little hint to the history of Zootopia. Ring the celebratory gong to prove you have made it, and hope that the fossils don't come to life. As we make our way over to Flower Island to finish our tour, I will explain that there are a few more areas on the island to explore that you can all do in your free time. The dream address is located on the map provided, as well as on the screen and in the description right now. Remember, there is a lot to do here on Zootopia. The maze, paper tiger treasure hunt, the thrill of surviving. How many tigers did you find? Thank you for visiting Zootopia, and please feel free to visit at any time, and don't hesitate to come again and again. Thank you again so much for watching my YouTube video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and follow me over on Twitch at Peppermint Hobbs. I hope you and your loved ones have an amazing day, and I hope to catch you again real soon. Bye bye.